Thank you for joining me on the beach of Egmont Key for a leg workout that will work your quads and inner thighs, helping you tone down and find more definition in your muscles. Just like the waves coming in and out with the tide, we will also be moving in waves. This workout will build upon a sequence of exercises, gaining in intensity with each wave, each time asking a bit more of yourself. So dig deep, breathe deep, and let's dive in. Let's come to the top of the mat, reach the arms up to the sky, and bring your hands down to heart. Taking a reconnective breath before we begin, setting an intention for your practice, being present in this moment. Let's reach the arms up to the sky again and fold forward. Maybe bending the knees slightly or straightening the legs, and then rolling up to Tadasana. Reach the arms up to the sky and twist open to the right, left hand to the right hip, back to center, and switching right hand to the left hip, back to center, flowing from side to side, opening up the side body, getting movement in the spine, and back to center as we fold forward, stretching out the hamstrings. Your hands can be on your thighs or placed on the mat. Let's roll up slowly to Tadasana, reach the arms up to the sky, bend the knees as you fold forward, rolling back up. We're doing our spinal waves here to begin to open up the body, get it warm, get it ready to work. Fold forward, exhale, inhaling as you roll up, reach up to the sky, and let's squat down into our chair pose. Bending into the knees, coming down as low as you can, hands reaching up or at your heart. And then bring them to heart and place your left elbow onto your right knee, twisting to the right side. You can stay here or open the arms up, straightening the elbows, bring them back to heart, twist back to center. Breathe and bring the right elbow to the left knee, opening up the arms if you'd like, staying in our chair position, hands back together, pivot back to center, and then lift up to Tadasana before you fold forward again into forward fold, grabbing onto the backs of the legs, releasing and rolling up. And let's roll out the shoulders, getting movement into our shoulder joints. Keep breathing as you roll the shoulders forward. Inhale as you reach up to the sky, and exhale as you fold forward. Breathe into the stretch. And let's roll back up, reach the arms forward, cross the arms in front of your chest and open them as you open up to the sky. Reach forward, open up, forward, cross the arms, open up, switching arms. And reach up to the sky. Folding forward, breathe, inhale, and exhale as you roll up. Let's bring all of the weight into the left foot, lift the right knee up to the sky, and then release it back into Warrior 3. Hands are at the heart or reaching forward. Bend the back knee, reach it up to the sky, and then cross it over the left knee, stacking the knees on top as you squat down into a sort of chair squat. Reach the hands up to the sky as well as the knee, and then step the foot back into a low lunge. Reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale as you reach up to the sky again, and exhale as you release them down to the mat. Release your back toes if you like, reaching up to the sky in low lunge, and hands come back to the mat again. Reach up, tuck the back toes, lift your back knee, and pivot open to Warrior Two. Shoulders are dropping away from the ears, bending into the left knee, making sure you can see your left big toe so that your left knee is not collapsing inward. And then straighten that left leg, coming forward into triangle pose. Right arm reaches up to the sky, left fingertips reaching for the mat, and bending back into the left knee, Warrior Two. Let's pivot the back foot to face forward. Both arms reach up to the sky as you lower your back knee onto the mat. Hands come to the mat in low lunge. Looking forward as you feel that stretch in your legs, in your hips. Lift the back knee and shift your weight forward to forward fold. Let's slowly roll up to the sky, reach up and fold forward. Lift halfway and step or hop back to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and our first downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Bend the knees and step or hop back to the hands. Roll up to Tadasana, opening palms to the front, recenter. Let's lift the left knee up to the sky along with the hands. Hands come to heart as you reach that left foot back behind you into Warrior Three. Get your balance, don't worry if you wobble or fall. And then lift everything back up to Tadasana. Cross the left knee over the right knee, sitting down into a variation of chair pose. Reach back up and slowly step the left foot back into our low lunge, releasing the left knee to the mat, looking forward. Let's lift the back knee, reach the arms up to the sky, finding high lunge, and pivot open to Warrior Two. Bending into the right knee, and then straightening the right knee, finding triangle pose. Left arm reaches up to the sky. And let's bend back into Warrior Two. Pivot the back foot forward to high lunge. Release the back knee to the mat. Hands come down. Holding our low lunge for a brief moment. Let's reach the hands up to the sky and either reach them down to the mat or maybe back behind you before you lift up again. Flowing here in our low lunge, just moving the upper body. Let's place our hands on the mat, lift the back knee, and bend it slightly before you step that foot forward to the front of the mat, finding forward fold. And rolling up to Tadasana, hands come up and fold forward. Lift halfway, step or hop back to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, looking up to the sky, opening the chest and release back to downward facing dog. Bend the knees and step or hop between the hands, forward fold, before we slowly roll up to Tadasana. Great job. Let's take a moment to recenter, to feel the difference in our body. And let's begin our second wave by bringing the arms forward, cross the left elbow on top of the right elbow, maybe intertwining the wrists. And let's bring all of our weight onto the left foot, raise the right knee, and stretch it back, finding warrior 3. Let's bring it back up and cross it over the left knee, finding our eagle pose. You can try to wrap the right foot behind the left ankle. Breathe, and then lift up, right knee up to the sky, reaching it back, finding low lunge, gently bringing the right knee down to the mat. Let's lift it back up, and then fold forward as if you want to touch your hands to the mat, lifting back up, slight back bend, and forward again, coming down as low as you can, flowing again with just the upper body, and hold at the bottom, lifting back up, pivoting open to warrior 2, still holding our eagle arms. And let's release the arms as we straighten that left leg, finding triangle pose. And lift up, finding our eagle arms again as we bend into the left knee, pivot the back foot to face forward, high lunge, and then step the back foot forward, coming into forward fold or Tadasana first. Meeting in forward fold before we place our hands on the mat and step back to plank. Flow it out, chaturanga, but hold at the bottom. Don't release into upward facing dog yet. And go ahead, release, lift up, feel your arms engaging and pushing back into downward facing dog. Great job. Let's bend the knees and step or hop between the hands. Slowly roll up to Tadasana, arms reach up, and hands come to heart. Again, taking another moment to recenter before we continue this wave on the opposite side. So now the right elbow crosses over the left, your left knee lifts up to the sky, and releasing forward into our warrior 3 with our eagle arms. Bend the back knee, lift up, crossing it on top of the right knee, intertwining the foot with the ankle, sitting down to our eagle pose. Breathe into the burn, and let's lift the left knee, reach it back into high lunge, release the knee to the mat, low lunge, lift the knee again for high lunge, and bring the arms down as close as you can, lifting back up and down. So your right shoulder is coming quite close to your right knee. Coming down and lifting up, flowing our upper body. Hold at the bottom and lift up. Pivoting the back foot, 45-degree angle, and release the arms as you find our triangle pose. Right leg is extended, arms are reaching to opposite sides. You're opening your chest to the left. Inhale and exhale as you bend into that right knee. Arms come back into eagle arms, right elbow over the left, and pivot the back foot forward, finding high lunge, and step the foot forward into forward fold or reaching up to Tadasana and then releasing the arms, folding forward. Take a deep breath, sending oxygen into those hamstrings, into your thighs, into anything that's burning, into anything that feels tension or fatigue. Let's lift halfway and bend the knees and step or hop back to plank. Chaturanga hold, hold at the bottom, and release upward facing dog. Great job. And downward facing dog. Taking a moment to recenter. Let's bend the knees, step or hop between the hands, forward fold, grabbing onto the legs or the ankles. Deep breath in, and exhale as you bend the knees and slowly roll up to Tadasana. Let's cross the arms again, so left elbow over the right knee up to the sky, reach it back into Warrior 3, bring the chest lower, and lift back up. Reach it back to Warrior 3, and bend the knee, coming up. Reach it back again, Warrior 3, really getting into that left leg. And bend the knee, coming back up, and let's place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Squatting down into our standing pigeon pose variation. Going as low as you can, go a bit lower, and lift up. Reach the right leg back, stepping into high lunge. Release the knee down to the mat, hovering just above it, and lift up. We're doing a lunge exercise here. Hover the right knee, high lunge, and lower the upper body, coming down with the eagle arms. Lift back up, doing our upper body flow, noticing how different it is compared to the first time that you did it. And let's release the eagle arms, place the hands on the mat, pivot the back foot open to a 45-degree angle, and reach the right arm up and over. Your left fingertips are on the mat. You can stay here or you can bind, so bringing the left arm behind you, the right arm behind you, and if you're in the bind, release, right fingertips to the mat, and straighten the left leg, bend the knee, come up to Warrior 2, find your eagle arms again, pivot the back foot forward, and step forward to forward fold, release the arms, rolling up to Tadasana, reach up, fold forward, lift halfway, and step or hop to plank, chaturanga hold, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees and step or hop between the hands, forward fold, take a reconnective breath, inhale, and exhale as you roll up, reach the hands up, this time crossing the right elbow over the left. Let's lift the left knee and stretch it out behind you, bring the chest closer to the mat, and reach up, doing our Warrior 3 lifts. Stretch it out behind you, Warrior 3, and flowing forward, lifting the knee up to the sky, reaching back to Warrior 3, lifting up to the sky, and then place the left ankle on top of the right knee, sitting down into our standing pigeon variation with eagle arms. Take a deep breath and lift up. Exhale, release it back, step the left foot back into high lunge. Keeping our eagle arms, bring the left knee down to hover above the mat and lift up, down and up. Doing our lunge exercise here. Let's hold in high lunge. Bring the arms down and back up, slight back bend at the top, and folding forward, flowing our upper body, breathing into the burn of that right thigh. You got this, keep going. Let's release the arms, pivot open to the left side, finding warrior two, and bring the right fingertips down to the mat, extended side angle as you reach up and over with the left arm, or come into the bind variation. Do what your body needs today. Hold, and release the right fingertips to the mat. Left arm reaches up and over, extended side angle. Hold and breathe. And reach back up, straighten that right knee. Bend into it again, warrior two. Find your eagle arms again. Pivot the back foot to face forward, high lunge, and shift forward, coming into forward fold. Release your eagle arms as you slowly roll up to the sky. Fold forward, lift halfway, step or hop back to plank, chaturanga hold, keep going, keep holding, and upward facing dog. Great job. Open up the chest, and then push back, finding downward facing dog. Pausing here for a breath or two. This is a non-resting, resting pose, so we're still working the body even though we're taking a little bit of a break. And let's bend the knees, bring them to the mat, release the toes, maybe shift the knees back a little bit more. Reach the hands forward toward the top of the mat and release your chest down, finding puppy pose. Opening up the front body. And let's come forward onto the elbows, bringing the hips down to the mat, finding Sphinx pose. Closing your eyes or looking forward. And then reach your arms back behind you. Grab the feet with both hands and draw your heels into your glutes as far as you can. If you can't reach your feet, then just do your best to reach toward them. Maybe only do one at a time. We want to go for a quad stretch here. Breathe into the stretch. And release the hands to the mat. Lift up onto the knees. Bring them wide on the mat and release back into child's pose. Hands are still reaching forward, stretching out the shoulders. Feel the benefit of this workout that you just completed. Thank you for taking the time to do something good for your body. Let's slowly lift up, walking the hands back toward your knees. Sitting onto your heels, bringing the knees together as you lift your hands up to the sky and bring them down to heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I'll see you again for our next class. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this workout, and if you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can see more like this in the future.